So when you launch, they're going to set you up where you can start. You would want to be over to the right hand side of the lane, but they have a box that you have to start in. It may change from this view year to year, but you want to get over to the right as soon as you can for this first turn and stay to the right. There's a bump leading into this turn that'll kind of unsettle the car a little bit, and that's going to dictate how much speed you can carry and kind of where you're going to feel comfortable going through that turn. But it's crucial to kind of find out where that line is going to be for you. This is a good area to carry speed and a good place to pick up time or lose time, however you want to look at it. And it will help you set up for the next series of turns that are coming up. So you're going to have a right-hander here. Try and carry as much speed as you can up through here. A little left-hander, another right-hander. And there's going to be a dip in the road right about in there. And then you have two right-handers here. And they're going to set you up for a pretty tight left-hander coming up on Sunday morning. And there's a little bit of a rise there, but coming up to that left-hander in the morning on Sunday, probably for your first run at least, there's going to be you're going to get sun in your eyes very first run in the morning, and it'll totally screw up your run if you're not ready for it. I mean, it's not just going to affect this turn, but it'll screw you up for your whole run. So on this turn, this left-hander, when you come in here, you want to carry as much speed as you can, as deep as you can, but you're going to want to turn in earlier than what you would think you're supposed to on this turn. And the reason why is the road off camber is to the right, and once you roll over that camber in the road, really hard to get back on the right side of where you need to be, and it's going to unsettle your car, and you're going to lose turn time with it. So you're better to drive a little tighter line there. Have a right-hander here, coming up into another kind of tight left-hander. This turn here, turn 8, is the way it was listed this last year. I don't know if they'll have the signs out there again or not, but this turn is crucial because this sets you up for an area where you can really gain a lot of speed and knock a lot of time off of your run. The first part of coming into this turn, if you turn in too tight and try to carry too much speed, there's a series of bumps right there on the right hand side. It'll kind of unsettle the car, and you're going to end up out of the throttle longer than you want to be. So you want to get this turn right. You want to carry as much speed as you can, and as soon as you can get in the throttle and stay in the throttle, I'm usually third gear coming through there, grabbing fourth gear right about here, and you can carry your speed through these two little turns right here and drive it, carry that speed as long as you can going into this turn. This turn 10 is what they have it marked. You kind of want to immediately turn in kind of tight. Looking at the turn, you'd be going like, I want to stay out, and make it a little later apex on this turn. But if you do, it's the amount of real estate that you buy up doing that, you can't get the speed back. And right about the end of that turn is where you can really pick the throttle up and get back in it good. This next series of turns, again, are crucial. You can carry a lot of speed through them, and once you get to learn the road, you'll realize that. You can actually see they're straighter than what they look. Coming up through there, fast area right through there. Now coming, like after you kind of make this right hand turn here, coming up into this next left-hander, these turns here, if you turn in too tight and try to carry too much speed, it's pretty rough on the insides of those turns. You're going to unsettle your car, you're going to lose a lot of speed. right about in here. This is like your last left-hander of the course. So you want to, after that, keep in mind, your next two turns are going to kind of both be right-handers, and another good area to carry speed. So I guess just keeping that in mind. This is right-hander here. Just keep carrying that speed because your finish line is going to be here. Crucial when you get to that finish line, when you see it, don't back out of that throttle. Hold the throttle, carry your speed all the way across that timer light, or you lose time by just backing out of it too soon. Don't hit the timers.
So let's go one more time at true speed and let Willie talk you through it as he can. And you'll get to see what it looks like in Willie's car at real speed. So watching Willie, he makes an immediate move to the right-hand side of the road. Wants to be over about as far as he can by that large tree. And then not take up too much of the right-hand side of the road. Late apex this and be on the throttle full as he goes through this series of corners. He carries a lot of speed up here, and then he's going to brake right after this corner for this little uphill. He's got to brake into here. And this is where he said in the morning the sun's going to be in your eyes. Stays kind of the inside right here, more than you would think, so that you don't fall over the crest, the crown of the road. And then from here, he's got another long right-hand sweeper that's full throttle, going into a series of left and right. This is the longest straightaway. So there's that bump right there. Carry as much speed as you can out of there. Use up all the pavement you can all the way through here. Trying whatever you can do to keep the throttle all the way to the floor. You have a light lift right here because of the little crest. And then again, a little bit earlier apex than you're going to think in this long left-hander. So this lasts a long time. You want to get on the throttle and carry a lot of speed through here. You're coming into what they call the S section of the course. So these are a lot faster. You're going to early apex the left-hand corners, and you're going to be a little bit later on the right-hand corners. You can see coming up on this right-hander how it pushes Willie to the outside right here. See, that's a little bit scary. Most of the wrecks happen right in that area because people try to carry too much speed. Some slower uphill left or right-handers that crest, so the car gets a little light in those areas and tries to push to the outside on both these right-hand corners as you near the finish. And if you watch right here, there's a hump on the outside that tells you this is the penultimate corner. So carry as much speed as you can coming in here. You'll see when you come up here, you're coming to the finish line. So you want to carry as much speed as you can all the way through there. And like Willie said, don't let off the throttle when you think you get to the lights. Let off the throttle when you know you've passed the lights. And then if you're as good as Willie, you'll get up here and you'll get some recognition from the fans and the workers at the top. Great job, Willie. Everybody's happy with how you did, and everybody's impressed.
I don't think you're worthy.
Your name here. Thanks for watching our video. If you have any questions, leave comments in the comments, and I'll run them to Willie, and we'll get them back to you, and we'll answer your questions as best we can. Thank you. Okay, so Willie's talking me into talking you through the video of my car, and you'll notice right away I'm held inside a box. You see the cones there and there. My camera view is a little bit wider angle than Willie's, so it's going to appear quite a bit different. This car's set up a lot different than Willie's car. It's quite a bit stiffer suspension and has less low-end torque, but maybe more high-end horsepower. So it's going to sound a lot different as it goes up the course. And it's going to have some different needs as far as the bumps go than Willie's car does. There's no ABS in this car. It's not really as good over the bumps, but it makes up for it maybe in top end a little bit. So there's give and take, modern technology versus some old school stuff. We don't know what you're going to be bringing, so we'll get you through this video and see how this 93 supercharged Miata acts on the course. So just like in Willie's video, once you launch, I try to get immediately to the right side of the road, aiming straight toward that largest tree up there, and only breathe the throttle slightly to get through this corner, get to the inside so you can stay off that crown in the road. Again, late apexes through here, and try to carry speed as much as you can. Again, you coming up here and you have a right-hander here that climbs, and the car loses a little bit of traction over the top of it. And then here, you want to stay in a little bit earlier than you think, because you can't get the car back if you go over the crest in the road. So carry a lot of speed, a lot of throttle through this area in the bottom of the hill. A lot of time to be made up here. Another long left-hander that leads you up to the start-finish area. This is turn 8. This is where Willie's talking about these bumps on the inside. You'll see them right there, upset the car a little bit. Once you hit those bumps, be on the throttle. Carry the throttle as long as you can. Always staying to the outside and apexing late on all these corners. This is that long sweeper to the left. For me, I have to stay very far inside. The car doesn't like the bumps on the outside. And then I apply the throttle as soon as I see that I can get out of it. Here's a group of S's that the car likes to go through pretty fast. It's a little bit rough. The car gets a little bit skittery through here, but you can carry more speed than you think you can. And then this is the first of the climbing right-handers. So this is where it pushes the car to the outside. Again, early apex on the left-handers. Another climbing right-hander with some bumps in it. I could have done a lot better job getting out of there faster. Not having much torque didn't help me out. Then here's the last of the climbing right-handers. And I use some tricks. I see that hump on the right-hand side to know this is the penultimate left-hander. So I want to get out of there with as much speed as I can, and I try to carry the throttle full all the way through here, but I'm a little bit of a sissy and I breathe it right there at the entrance. Again, hold the throttle all the way down until you pass the finish line. You can see I was a good second past the finish line before letting off the throttle to make sure I didn't let off before the lights, because that happens more than you think. So that's what a run looks like in a supercharged Miata. I hope you found these videos helpful.